Welcome back to Zion's Vacation Bible School, Mighty Fortress. The victory is won. I'm Billy Deeroff with Zion News. Tonight's lead stories are our final story until next year, sadly. But tonight we have an extremely special story all the way from heaven. Our story will be told by an angel. So here he is, Gabriel.
Thanks for the introduction, Billy D. This is a very unusual podcast because in heaven we normally don't do podcasts. This is the angel Gabriel, and I'm relatively new at these podcasts. Nothing short of God's culmination of his plan of salvation would lead me to do a podcast like this, but that's exactly what happened. We saw God's plan unfold before our eyes. We saw the people of Israel who had praised Christ coming into the city, who had called him the Messiah, who had said Jesus is our King. Now, a week later, they are shouting for him to be crucified. They're shouting in front of Pontius Pilate. They're shouting in front of King Herod. They finally convinced Pontius Pilate to turn Jesus over to the leaders of the Jews, who take him out to a cross, who nail him there on the cross, and he dies. They take him down from the cross, they bury him in the grave, and yet on the third day, we see him rise to new life. Of course, this is the only way God could have done that. This is the only way that God could have destroyed the grave and opened up the gates of heaven for his people to enter there. This is the story of our entry into the kingdom of heaven. This is the one story of Christianity that is true for all people, especially those people that Reverend Craig is going to be making podcasts for in Europe. We are so happy to be supporting his podcasts. And now back to you, Billy D.
Amazing. What a heartwarming story. I'm so glad Jesus died for all of us so we can go to heaven someday, if we believe in him, of course. Well, that's all the time we have tonight. Thank you for listening to our podcast. And remember, stay faithful, kids, and good night.